Well, as India, of course, is holding the G20 summit, there are about 15 bilateral meetings that will be held over the course of the next 3 days. Now, the US President Joe Biden and France's Emmanuel Macron are on the list with who the Indian Prime Minister will be holding bilateral meetings. Now, apart from that, we are given to understand that talks will be held with Mauritius, Bangladesh, as well as UK, Japan, Germany and Italy. They have been scheduled between today and tomorrow is what we are learning right now. So about 15 bilateral meetings have been scheduled between India and various partners at the G20 over the next 2 days. Some of them, of course, will take place today. The key one that takes place today is the meeting between Prime Minister Modi and the US President Joe Biden, which has been on top of the agenda for our bilateral engagements. Apart from that, of course, we are told that the Prime Minister will also be holding bilateral meetings with other heads of state. And just to give you a sense of what's happening in the national capital right now, leaders of various countries have begun arriving. Giorgia Meloni from Italy is supposed to be arriving in a short while from now. Before that, we had other heads of state who had arrived, including the leader of Argentina. The president of Argentina, Alberto Fernandez, arrived in New Delhi a short while ago. We are expecting the US president to arrive later this evening. Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, arrives this afternoon. We will also be seeing Emmanuel Macron and the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, arriving later today. Now, Shivangi, the focus, of course, apart from the G20 summit, is going to be on a host of bilateral meetings that will be held between various countries and India and other countries as well. Now, today there are two important bilaterals lined up. One, of course, is with the US President Joe Biden, who arrives at about 6:50 this evening, we are told.
Right, there are a couple of important bilaterals today itself, Nupur, and of course we also have around 15 bilateral meetings scheduled for the next 3 days. In fact, the Prime Minister will be holding talks with Mauritius, Bangladesh, US, and bilateral talks with UK, Japan, Germany, Italy are also likely tomorrow. So a couple of bilateral talks on the sidelines of the summit. And let's not forget about that this is a great opportunity to hold one-to-one bilateral talks India with different nations who are coming, because this really can set the agenda when it comes to bilateral relationships, when it comes to strengthening ties between the countries. Usually we have seen Prime Minister Modi, when he travels or when countries come to India, their bilateral talks, but this time we will see almost 15 bilateral talks in the next 3 days. 15 bilateral talks in the next 3 days. So great time to strengthen diplomatic ties. As we keep telling our viewers what's happening, let's show all the visuals which we have here, because this is a very prime location of central Delhi, where you can see all the flags of the nation lined up. You can see that the beautification, the gardens, the way that the flowers have been potted, a lot of flower pots all around Delhi. We can also tell you that the posters are all over every nook and corner of this area. So there you can see that the posters have been put off. You can see the G20 posters right there. Many of them just like this all over central Delhi. The security is extremely tight. You can see right over there the security arrangements have also been put in place, and in fact traffic restrictions have been put in place. 130,000 security personnel are deployed all around this restricted area to make sure that the security is of utmost importance, Nupur. And as we keep telling our viewers and showing all the visuals coming in right now here, let's tell our viewers also about why this summit is important. India is holding the presidency of the summit, and this is the place where we will see very important talks, especially when we talk about, like you were mentioning, Russia, Ukraine, whether it be economy, whether it be environment, whether it be any other topic. This will be a very important summit for India. India has been counting down to this summit for quite a while now, Nupur. So what we are seeing right now is that in global platforms, India has always wanted to be and promote the voice of global South. And this is the opportunity coming in, Nupur, right now, where India will be doing that in all its power, in all its glory, and really be a leader when it comes to promoting the voice of global South.